To the Batmobile.
What is going on, my doe brothers and my doe sisters? Welcome back to Jets and Fleet Gaming. I'm Jerry the Tree Whiz, and I'm more excited to be here today because I have got one of my favorite players in the game on, Skurger. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man. It's good to be back.
Yes, it's very good, and it's good to talk to somebody who's a pro about maybe some of the pros' concerns for this update. Me being not a pro, it's super easy to just get excited because I've gotten new things to do, new things to talk about, new abilities. But as far as competitive, it does seem like things aren't exactly fair at the moment, especially because I am on this just demolition of a win streak by just being 20% stronger than everybody I'm facing. I have a 20% advantage at the moment, which feels wild.
That's a very nice buff.
Yeah, it's extremely nice.
You're
but
on your way to the pro road, baby.
seriously, I mean, I've been beating people top 100 all the time now, so maybe I feel like I belong, but I don't belong. I am just overpowered at the moment. I wanted to look at these replays. I'll probably watch them in order of the ones that you sent me. And they just blew my mind once again.
Those are just disgusting, nasty Greevil exploits, was what I consider it.
Yeah, I have to recant my statement where I said I think Greevil's all right. I think I said that in my video yesterday. I'm like, he's okay. You just got to kill the Greevil. But after watching your replays, that changed my mind completely.
I didn't think it was going to be as strong as it is after the update. I thought it was going to be something that people experimented with in the first couple weeks and then stopped using, but it's very strong with a specific kind of deck. I don't think it fits everywhere now, but obviously in the replays that you're about to see, it's pretty OP.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the first one you sent first, and I'll pause it if we want to watch them at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me pull that up.
No rush. I'm loading it up. I'm about to pause it right now. And I heard some people saying in the Discord that you can't have more than one Greevil down at once, but you definitely can.
Well, okay, so they in the Discord for the game itself, I think game creator said, yeah, they're gonna limit it to one. I don't know if it's gonna be one or two, but even one is still pretty oppressive, I think.
Yeah, I think it must be tough to be a developer because you got to remember that people are going to try to exploit a card and take its abilities and exploit it. That's the whole thing. And Greevil has been one of the most exploitable cards, I think, since the beginning. And the new balance, not a balance, it's definitely a rework, seemed to be even more exploitable. I don't know if it's stronger, but it's definitely more exploitable by building a deck around... you can just play your Greevil anytime you see piranhas and you're going to get a reimbursement.
Yeah, I mean, so I've got it pulled up right now, this one against...
okay, I'm at 256.
Poop in my butt?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. I'm at 256, so maybe go there and we'll hit play together.
All right, yep.
3, 2, 1. All right, so the igloo is down. Poop in my butt is inside the igloo.
He is inside the igloo. So the whole Greevil thing to me, I don't know if a bunch of people were complaining, if they felt like it at 4-do was a little bit OP because you could stack more of them, or it was just too low cost, or whatever it was. But seeing these replays now, I think it's obvious that this is even worse than what Greevil was before.
Yeah, it's not the fix.
Because you could just throw Greevil into basically any deck that you wanted. Maybe not any deck, but a lot of decks.
Mm-hmm.
So the obvious one is the Buck Spawner one that we did a couple weeks ago at this point now. Where, say what you will about that deck, it was a lot of fun for me because I felt like you could take out higher level players.
Oh, dude, me too. I after that video, I had my best game playing forever. You're the best coach I've had so far. That worked out for me. That was a good video. That was a good deck. I was still running it. The only reason I'm not is the update.
So I've tweaked it a little bit now. I just took
this
out
is nuts, by the way.
Other stuff, but oh yeah, this starts to
just look at the one
crazy.
the doe just.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Now I'm honestly, when I was playing this, I'm just mashing buttons. I'm just clicking the screen and the card, and that's it.
And this is what they didn't want to happen. I think this is exactly what they were trying to fix with this. So they made it to where, you have to play aggressively, but I don't think this is the right fix.
Well, yeah. I mean, so that's the thing. The other deck, the Buck Spawner one, you had to play slow and really know what your opponent was going to do. You had to position your units well. This Okay, so the other deck you want to keep your units alive, and this you want to sacrifice your units. You want them to die so
Oh
that you
my.
get the dough lead. That's why I don't like this. It
That's
just
the
leaves
most.
me
This is the most
spam.
toxic replay I've ever seen right now. This is just
It's
toxic. You're breaking the game. My iPad's heating up. It's insane.
yeah.
Oh, I love this though. I feel like this is my favorite part about like even like I don't know having a channel is I love when people get these like break the game. The whole how can you break the game because that usually means the devs are about to fix it. So I feel like we've just we're highlighting a very very crazy interaction here, and you seem to be one of the best at doing this at well. I feel like it was maybe Andy999 who was the first one when we did that Greevil Gauntlet who created like the first time I ever saw somebody where they couldn't drop cards fast enough. But you just took
Oh
that and
yeah.
that replay to like exponentially crazier.
Yeah. It's cool to do, I guess, like the first couple times, but then you just hate yourself playing this deck.
Yeah, I bet. I'm definitely gonna have to try it though. I've gone against people doing something close to it, but you've got it down perfectly. Hold on, let me look back here again. I'm gonna go into this the next one below that one.
Yeah, against Mastino.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's loading. All right, I'm about to pause it. All right, he's
Yeah,
got his protector ability.
Yep, I'm at 3 minutes.
All right, cool. And three,
So.
2, 1. So I mean, Greevil costs the same now as a Van Gun.
Yep.
And Van Gun, it's like a top priority to take him out. You can't leave Van Gun back there, but it's even crazier. You can just use Greevil as bait almost because you have to take care of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the HP changed. They changed a bunch of stuff about Greevil. They reduced HP, they increased dough cost, and then they completely reworked how he generates dough. I think if they would have just gone back to what it was before at 4 dough, but decreased the HP like in this, I think it would have been more fair because I would go up against guys with like level 6 and 7 Greevils, and my snipe can't take that out. It's not like a huge deal. I have to just go shoot it a couple times first, but it did feel a little unfair for a unit that's, I don't know, it probably should
Yeah.
be a little bit less tanky than what it was. But I think that would have been a sweet spot with Greevil if people really were complaining about it.
Yeah, I've thought too. I always liked Greevil in the way that he worked before. Honestly, I will be completely honest. I liked old Greevil better than new Greevil. Just the idea of him generating dough over time and following the commander. But I'd said maybe just create a cap where you can't have more than 3 Greevils, 4 Greevils. That makes sense for some reason. I mean,
True.
because that was the thing that was causing these. I mean, this is even worse than the last one. What you've got going. But that's what was causing the whole problem was people having so many Greevils. And I know one of the main reasons they changed it was the respawn game mode was just destroyed, and it was from
Yep.
exploits. And this match is destroyed. Look at this. Oh, he probably left.
Respawn, I mean, yeah, Respawn just felt like a chore. That's why I always hated playing it, because it was the same kind of thing. The commander was basically non-existent in that
That
game
was
mode,
it. It
and
should
you
have been
just,
no commander mode. And I know they've tried to fix that. And I think the idea behind respawn mode sounds really fun. And it's cool that they're like okay with risking, let's see how this works. But yeah, certain cards cause that mode to be just completely broken. And Greevil's probably the main one. That was like Greevil mode.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
I bet it's worse now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can't. So I was running like a airstrike cycle deck with that, which would take a long time now because of the airstrike nerf. But it's probably just going to turn into piranha spam if they. Is that the next challenge or?
I'm not sure. I know it was the last challenge that we have. Let me go look over right now. Brawls. No, we have full deck. Which full deck is interesting to me. I always end up just playing one deck.
Yeah, same. I honestly played it for the first time and completed it, and then I skipped it the last time that they did it.
Yeah. I always just end up playing just one deck.
I like the buck one that was a lot of fun.
That
for
was
me.
fun. Everybody seems to like the buck one.
Yeah.
All right, I'm pulling up the Be Happy one. Sorry, Be Happy.
Yeah. My new clanmate, I'm sorry, or clubmate. So yeah, like to go back to what it was, have you pulled it up?
Yep, I'm about to pause it at 3 minutes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of said this before, but I just feel like it encourages bad gameplay. Like, there's never really a game that you should go into and be like, all right, I'm just going to spam as many units as I can, and they can't do anything about it. because in this deck that I'm running here, I made a couple of tweaks to it from what I ran like right after launch. But now, if I catch them with a good card cycle, there's really nothing that he can do. I pushed him back with teleport, but if I have, so I usually just play the spawner first, and then I'll cap my dough barrel, throw Greevil down, and by that time units are already dying.
Yeah.
And I think they start to die right here maybe.
Yeah.
And it's like the game's already over.
It's over right here. You're right.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Oh.
Like there's nothing that he did wrong.
And it's not fun for you to play that way either, because you kind of just feel like you're not necessarily going up against someone. You're just trying to get a certain domino set to fall in a direction. Yeah, he already knows it too. It's good game.
That's 1 minute into the match. That was exactly 2 minutes left. So, yeah, it's just not that fun.
I thought too maybe that it should be that
bunch of trophies, but
I wondered too when they said that it's troops from either side. You could make it right now to where it's just troops from your own side, and it would still be a problem.
Yeah.
Just getting your own reimbursement back, but now you're forcing the enemy to be afraid to play cards because your Greevil's gonna, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, you have got to like beeline it to the Greevil, and if you miss the Greevil or they like push you back like I did, then it's pretty much over at that point.
There is an easy way to get some of them out now with Sheriff Justice, because he does slow the commander enough to where the Greevils will kind of follow suit and come out, but I don't even see how you would execute that move right here. It's literally like Greevil is the scariest card in the game. As soon as it's down, it's like...
Yeah, I mean, even if they did that, though, good luck with that mini.
Right? There's no hope. I'm going to get to this last one, too. Any other cards besides Greevil?
Unless you have Snipe. That I think are, like, broken in this update. I mean... The call's cutting out. I think the call's cutting out a little bit for me.
Which one? Oh, the call's cutting out? Oh, I'm sorry about that. There's the storm is wild here right now. Thankfully, you're still coming in loud and clear.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Hey, I can hear you better now.
Cool.
No, not on the surface. I don't think anything like jumped out at me. Honestly, we were kind of talking before we started recording, and my card levels are not that high. So that's why I play kind of specific decks. Like, I'm never going to play Tinkerina until I get it up to like level 10, but mine's at level 7 right now. So I don't have a bunch of good feedback for the other cards, but they seem okay. I mean, Clown Car, of course, got nerfed. I don't really know why. Again, like I don't see people running this at top ladder already. The same thing with Greevil. Some people are running it, but did it really warrant a change like that to where at level 1, I think it's 19-second cooldown.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It's well known that I love the developers here, but I don't agree with the Greevil and the Clown Car change. I think it's cool that they tried an experiment, but I think the problem with Clown Car was the RNG, or the fact that it was random. Make it go straight in a line, make it go in a circle, change the fact that it's random, because that's what frustrated me. I love the Clown Car. I think it's such a cool dynamic for a card, a traveling spawner with big units inside of it, but to just make it more random or longer random, give you more time to deal with the random, and because Clown Car already, it only felt too strong when it opened,
Yeah.
And with Mammoth.
The way that I play it is a little, I push it around a lot to try to keep it on my side, so that kind of messes up with the pathing and stuff.
Gotcha.
I think if it was a fixed path, it would be pretty broken, because then they can just play a 2-dough B-mine, and it's dead every single time.
Gotcha.
So instead of like addressing these cards that have crazy stats like B-Mine, we're nerfing a card that I honestly never really saw. So I don't know if we're trying to buff and nerf for lower ladder or top ladder or mid or where it is, but I don't know who was complaining about these cards.
Yeah, B-Mine is so strong right now, and it didn't get touched at all. I've got the one pulled up against Brunorns if you want to press play whenever. All right, I've got this replay playing, but let's just go over the whole skin powers thing a little bit. I know it's cool that it's in the game, but what are the problems that it's creating for you?
So, well, the number one problem is upgrading these skins out of the gate. So I haven't upgraded anything yet because I don't know really the max values yet. I've kind of got an idea from what others have said in Discord and I've seen in the game, but I'm a little hesitant to throw a bunch of resources into something without really knowing the breakdown.
Yeah.
But my biggest gripe with skins is that, okay, you have this new thread currency, right? But not only is it one currency, it's actually 3 types. It's red, yellow, and
true.
blue, right? So you have to get all of these different types of currencies that then you apply to these skins. But it's not only the threads. You also have to spend gold to upgrade your skins, which I've heard at max level it's 50,000 gold. So not only do you have to collect all these threads, but then you have to collect all this gold, which gold is kind of already scarce, at
Gold
least
is
for
so
me.
scarce.
Um,
Second that.
so it just seems a little aggressive on the monetization part for me. So with all that said, I didn't even get to like the worst part is each skin has a unique passive. It's a unique ability to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't even unlock until level 4. So this update kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I thought these were going to be like skins at launch, and you would at least get like a taste of what the skin was going to do, even if it's not, what is it, 50% healing or
Mm-hmm.
20% healing or whatever the Dracula one is. Maybe it's just like 3% to start out, right? But you're kind of gate kept initially to get those
Yeah, you
buffs.
are
So
right.
that
If
was
they
the
would have
most.
been introduced when the game was introduced, maybe the progression would have been even at the same time. But introducing it
Yeah.
when people are already at level 10, 11, 12 makes it feel like you're way behind. And then someone like me who just way over levels the Command Dracula skin has just a massive advantage to someone who's trying to spread it out and wait to see which one they want to use.
Yeah, I didn't think that threads were actually going to be purchasable. I thought it was just something you picked up in like chests or Piggy, and then that way everybody's kind of on a level playing field, and so that you can't just max it. But that's obviously not the case right now.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, which one of the three do you think would be the strongest as far as classes those? You've got the Warlord, which is attacks twice as fast when he has lower health. You've got the one where all healing and buffs on the commander are increased, and then you've got the one that is 20% more health while both towers are up. I think that the Inventor class is extremely strong because there's nothing you can do to stop it. With the one, the commander has to be below a certain amount of health. With the other one, both towers have to remain up. So you can destroy a tower to negate the ability, but the
Yep.
inventor class is always going to be hammering you, and you know people are only going to use that class when they're trying to stack those healing and the buffs on the commander, make some super dangerous commander.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It's more like a mage class, if you've
hmm
played Diablo or anything like that, where the other two are just offensive powerhouses.
Which I actually
Um,
see pro players like who have over or the top players like Moss Noob who's got or anyone who's got, not to call any names out, anyone who's got a really high level commander. I could see this being more of an aggressive class actually than the class the warlord class where you do more damage when you're at low health, because this is going to enable you to just use your commander all the time with healing increased by, I mean, it's going to go up to 20%, I assume.
yeah, I wonder if Healbot just gets super
I
useful in
bet.
that situation. Because I mean, it already healed. I think healing and repair, like Repairman Den, is already pretty aggressive right
hmm
now because it almost does it instantly. So if I don't know what at max level, I'm gonna say 20% buffs maybe. Like that would be pretty insane.
Yeah, and with me having the 20%, I take 20% less damage while both towers are up. It means my healing tower is doing more effective healing because my health matters so much more. So it really does mean that the protector class is like the make sure you destroy his heal tower class.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see, and there's a lot of other skins that still aren't here. It is the only thing frustrating for me about the skins is that I don't have all of them and that I want all of them, and it's going to be forever until I get all of them.
So what like when I opened up the app after the update, it gave me zombie and robot and I think one other skin, basically just for free. All I had to do was click a unlock button. Is there something else that happens if you're lower level?
I think that was them trying to make sure that everybody, which that was a really good move, making sure that people at
Yeah,
least have all the skins. And I think they took away some people's skins. Or I'm not exactly sure actually, because I don't see the cowboy commander in there, and certain other ones I don't see at all. I don't even have an option to buy them, so that needs
right.
to be fixed. And same thing with like the commander. I think all skins need to be extremely easy to obtain, because they give too much power. They either need to have less power and be more exclusive like they are, or if they're going to be this game changing, you got to make them to where they're able to be gotten by everybody. But I think they'll fix it. I know that they're always trying to make the game better, but it is crazy right now to I'm on the unfrustrating end because I just leveled up one commander. But if I end up not liking this skin, the Command Dracula skin, I have no way to upgrade these other ones to this point. So I pretty much now am forced to play Command Dracula. That's my thing, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is I think it's such an investment for these even just one skin to where I think that pay to win it's obviously just pay to win. I don't even think free to play can be brought into the discussion for skin stuff because it costs so much resources.
Yep, that is a very good point. If you're going to pay for something right now, this is the thing to pay for. I mean, it's a really easy, because if I sink $40 into the game into buying chests, right? That's really not going to change too much for me right now. I'm going to get a couple more epic cards, not enough gold, but if I sink $40 into these commander skins down here, I am going to be a powerhouse.
Yeah, somebody used I forgot who it was, but they used the lab coat commander with clown car and invisibility, and it was just like clown car, immediate invisibility, boom, clown car pops.
Yeah, that has to be broken. And I also think I want to hope that we can do something to get the Prodigy ability gone, because it's the only one that's always active. Anytime you heal, and all buffs. So I don't know what type of things buff the commanders. Like does that mean rage? When you rage your commander, is he going to have a 20% damage increase?
I guess so. I mean, I always assumed it was like invisibility or anti-freeze, things like that. But yeah, I didn't even think about healing and Rage Tower.
I know that just sounds crazy, but yeah, before I continue to just say how crazy all of it sounds, I'll say I have been enjoying playing with my new stuff, so hopefully they'll make the new stuff easier to get. You blew my mind with those Greevil replays, and I think that I have to recant my statement from yesterday's video of saying that Greevil's just fine. There's nothing wrong with Greevil. Good job. Now I say I don't know. I'm glad I brought you on the channel. This has been a great conversation. Anything else you want to bring up or say before we wrap it up?
No, I think that covers it.
Yeah, man. Well, thanks for coming on the channel. Thanks for being a true source of info and thoughts on the game. It's good to be able to come here and talk about what we need changed for the people at the top of ladder. I see you still hanging on pretty high up there. Let's see, where are you at, Global?
I think 10, something like that.
Yeah, you're 9 right now, right on. Yeah, but now there's a whole new problem you've got with all these skin powers out there. It's got to be really frustrating. Well, rock on, dude. Thanks for coming on the channel. I can't wait to bring you on again soon. You've got a channel going, don't you?
Yeah, I just started it like 2 weeks ago.
I can't believe I forgot to mention that at the beginning. I'll throw something up to remind people, and I'll make sure to put your link in the description. Anybody who's watching right now, please do me a favor. Go subscribe to Skurger's channel. He will give you the nuggets of knowledge you need. Each and every one of you guys, I love you from the bottom of my heart to the top of my head and everything in between. Thanks for keeping it locked here at Jets and Fleet Gaming. Peace.